Perfectionism isn't just a harmless trait, it's a silent killer, robbing you of success, happiness, and the peace of mind. Imagine a life where every step that you take is haunted by the fear of making a mistake. Avoiding starting any project like writing an assignment or learning a new subject becomes a new trend. The feel of being paralyzed whenever making a decision due to the fear of choosing the wrong option. If you noticed any of this in yourself, I have bad news for you. You are a perfectionist. We'll explore why the pursuit of perfection is not only harmful but destructive. You will learn how it leads to procrastination, stress, and missed opportunities. And I'll share my experience, how I overcame perfectionism in my studies and ended up with the highest score possible. By the end of this video, you will have the secret key to unlock your true potential and leave perfectionism behind forever. And by the way, it took me ages to even start filming this video because, you guessed it, perfectionism. Now, don't worry if you actually have perfectionism or not. The worst thing that you can do is to label yourself as one. You might not be the perfectionist, but you might have the tendencies of one, like avoiding tasks, decisions, and completing projects. So, what does cause perfectionism? A year ago, I failed my exams, almost dropped out of the university, and lost my motivation to study at all. Back then, I tried to study as hard as I can, get every even small details to perfection. It was either I get A+ in every subject or I don't get anything at all. I could not relax and the procrastination was taking over. So it couldn't go on like this anymore. I decided to change my approach. The first thing I did, identify the main issues. I found 3 main reasons that were stopping me from succeeding that I'm going to share with you now. And if you stay till the end, you will learn my practical step-by-step guide in order to beat the perfectionism. Perfectionism makes every decision feel like a life or death choice. You think, what if I choose the wrong option? What if there is a better option? This leads to massive missed opportunities. The time wasted not deciding is far greater loss than making a wrong decision. There is no perfect decision. You either win or you learn. So just choose anything that is closer to your heart and then improve on it. Don't be afraid to try different things. Life is a process, not a result. The another thing you've definitely faced in life is procrastination. Perfectionism fuels procrastination. You tell yourself, I'll start when I'm more prepared. I'll start when there are perfect circumstances. What if I make mistakes? I don't know what to start with. Stop right there. The ideal moment never comes. You just end up with missed deadlines and skyrocketing stress levels. You don't really do anything, but at the same time you can relax. Your brain never rests. The tasks are not being finished and you feel anxious. Procrastination is a thief of time and efficiency. Don't be afraid of not knowing what to do in the beginning. The truth is, the price of being a pro is being a loser in the beginning of your journey. You'll make thousands of mistakes, and it's completely okay when you start something new. Just keep doing and you will see more clearly over time. Also, you will never feel completely ready. The feeling before starting a task has nothing to do with the feeling when you're already in process. So listen closely. The next time you're struggling with starting a task, I want you to set a timer for 15 minutes and do as much as you can just for 15 minutes. I don't care how much you get to finish, just survive those 15 minutes without any distractions. I know that lasting 15 minutes isn't always that easy, but once you pass the time, I promise you, you will not want to stop. And even if you do, you still did a good 15 minutes of work. Using this technique and the guide in the end of this video, I managed to finish with the highest scores this academic year. Considering I'm doing engineering, which is quite challenging and not even in my first language, this is a big achievement for me. Okay, you chose what to do. You started doing it. The last thing to do would be finishing the task. Perfectionism traps you in a vicious cycle of all or nothing thinking. This mindset convinces you that if something isn't perfect, then it's a complete failure. Imagine trying to finish a task but feeling like it's not good enough until it's 100% flawless. And guess what? You'll most likely never finish it, or you'll miss your deadlines. This toxic thinking makes it almost impossible to accomplish anything because any imperfection feels like a disaster. Let's say you have 1 month to spend on making YouTube videos and you've never done it before. You can try to make 1 perfect video, spending all the time trying to improve it more and more and more, or you can try to make 10 good videos. Studies show that doing 10 tasks is more efficient since the quality of your work will be gradually increasing over time with practice. You will learn the valuable skills and the issues so you avoid them the next time. And then, when you're a professional, you will learn to work at your own speed. Now, since you reached this part of the video, I'll share with you my personal step-by-step guide on how I deal with perfectionism. Set an action, not a result. Imagine you have to get somewhere, but the road isn't that appealing and you kinda don't wanna do it. So what do? If I had to get somewhere, I would do everything to fall in love with walking. So how do you do it? Set a goal that you wanna reach. Set an action that you have to take to reach your goal. Forget about the goal, focus on doing the action. Start doing it and never stop. So let's say you want to get a six-pack. That's your goal. And then you set an action. For example, doing 100 sit-ups per day. And then you forget about your initial goal. And now your main goal is to make sure that at the end of the day, you manage to complete 100 sit-ups. Now, you don't care if you get a six-pack or not, or when you get it. All you have to do is the 100 sit-ups. If you did it, good job. That was your main goal. Nothing else matters. Just do your best and expect nothing. This approach helps you to do what's required and be happy at the end of the day. Everything else is not under your control, so why bother? Comment down below your goal and your action. And by the way, it's my first video, it's far from perfect, but it took me ages to even start filming it. So I would really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button. It would give me motivation to keep filming these kind of videos for you. Peace.